So guys, I wanted to do a very quick video just to show two settings that I use to make the game look a little bit better, okay? So I think I commented on this like a long time ago, and now I had to mess with it a little bit because if you go to graphics over here, I was using DX12, but I'm having like major bugs with the DX12 and ray tracing. For some reason, it's just crashing the game over and over. I just cannot play the game. I even forgot to put this. But yeah, there are some things that I think we can make to make the game look a little bit better. Okay, so if you go to graphics, there is a way to do it here. But if you go to main parameters as well, you will go to post effects, and then you're gonna use two little settings over here. Okay, so the first one is that you're gonna go to color correction and use contrast. I don't know if you can notice, but me with my eyes here on the monitor, I can see a world of difference, and you can test it out to see the difference. There's many here, there's many film and everything, and some of them are pretty good. You know, some of them can be interesting. But the one that I think is the best one out here, that looks more alive than anything else, is the contrast one, okay? So improves a little bit of the contrast. It makes the colors a little bit more vivid, even if you don't have a good monitor, right? So, of course, like I said, normally it's none or default, but honestly, just goes for contrast, and you will see a ton of difference in the coloring that you see the image. Another thing that I think helps a lot, especially if you are using FSR, but if you are using a little bit of the LSS as well, and maybe like different ways of using anti-aliasing, right? Because I'm using TAA, and until I can, make sure that DX12 is working pretty well, I like to use TAA and then 4K. Over here, basically it's producing a 4K image, kinda. It's not really what is happening, but it's kind of like that. And it makes the anti-aliasing the best for my eyes over here with my monitor, while not using the FSR with DX12, right? But if you would to use the FSR there, you would see that the game, if you don't do anything, especially with FSR, would look a little bit blurred, so it has some form of blur in the screen, especially when you look further away, or even like the textures, it just looks a little bit blurred. Okay, so how do you fix that? There is a way. You go to the post effects and you mess with the sharpness over here. So how it works is that it basically will create the lines over here. Here with the TAA, you will not see too much difference. I can see it. Probably in the video, it would make sense for me to showing FSR. I'm gonna see if I can make it work later, but basically it will make a little bit more clear the image for you, okay? A little bit less blurry, okay? I like to put it right here somewhere, but you can mess with it and see what is the best option. Let me see if I can actually test with DX12 just to show if I can show a little bit more of how it is working with that. So here we are with DX12 now. And if we go to the post settings, I'm using the FSR, and you take it out this, you will notice, I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but I can see it, right? It has a lot more blur to it, and it doesn't feel like a good enough image. And if you do this just a little bit, it doesn't need to be, the maximum, because then it looks like a cartoon or something like that. I don't know if you can see it, but the difference is, for me, it's clear as day. Like, it looks like a cartoon even. So you gotta find a good spot in here. I think here it's okay. Maybe a little bit less, but yeah, kind of like that, okay? So these are the two settings. Use contrast always. It will improve a lot on your imaging quality because of the colors, and sharpness. You can mess with the contrast with the tone mapping as well. Back in the day, I used to love Reinhardt over here, because it would just make everything look even better for me personally, right? But in certain maps, it will feel too saturated, basically, right? So you can mess with it a little bit, but normally, yeah, see, like this, for example, some of these settings, they are too saturated. The Reinhardt, it is going to be for yellowish kind of color, so if you go to a desert map, it looks really weird. But you can mess with it if you want to. I would just use default over here and contrast, okay? And these would be the best options that I use, okay? These will make you have a lot more color and a lot less blurriness on the image. It's a little thing that not a lot of people know about, and some people ask me on the comments why your image looks so vivid, you know, on the colors inside, on the color side of things. It's because of that, okay? So this is the post effect that I use. You tell me in the comments if you like this or you use another one. Depending on the monitor, you will change a little bit. So yeah, let me know in the comments. And I see you guys on the next one. So make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. And of course, thank you all the members and patrons. See you guys. Bye.